Welcome to G News. I'm Whitney Ashton.
And I'm Shayla Girardin.
We're sad to say this will be the last G News episode until the spring semester.
But before we say our goodbyes for winter break, let's take a look at this week's top stories.
The Well, a weekly gathering of Pepperdine students who meet every Thursday night to worship, is facing financial challenges and the possibility of discontinuing the program. The Well is funded by private donors who desire to provide a worship gathering for students on campus, according to Dusty Breedy, the youth and campus minister for the University Church of Christ. The worship event began in the fall of 2012 with about a dozen student participants. Today, the gathering has more than 300 weekly attendees. Unlike convocation events, the Well is unique in that it does not offer convo credit in exchange for attendance. Breeding said that Student Affairs and the Chaplain's Office have plans to contribute funding to the Well, but nothing is guaranteed. The worship event has enough funding to operate up through next semester, but that is the extent of its financial ability, Breeding said.
Students are sticking to water to raise money for charity. No, this is not a new form of juice cleanse. Pepperdine students are embarking on a 10-day charity campaign to raise awareness for the organization Living Water. During the 10 days, people refrain from drinking tea, juice, or coffee, instead donating the saved money. The money will go towards drilling wells in villages and developing countries. The campaign kicked off on Saturday with a charity concert in the amphitheater.
As part of a pilot program, Payson Library will be extending its Saturday study hours from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. beginning this January. The Student Government Association unanimously passed a resolution Wednesday to fund the staffing cost of the program for one semester. SGA decided to implement the change based on student feedback. The exact logistics of extending the hours and how the program's success will be measured have not yet been determined.
The newly renovated soccer field may be opening to students this spring. Pepperdine Athletics has announced plans to allow students to better utilize the field. The field renovations occurred this past summer, leaving the women's soccer team without a field until their very first game. Meanwhile, there are currently no plans to rebuild the Pepperdine track. In order to accommodate the soccer field's expansion, the Pepperdine track was reduced to 4 lanes. Now for our next story, Maria Prada has a special report on a new app that could redefine how you spend your money off campus.
While the current meal plans and on-campus purchase options on our ID cards seem fit for some, students like Dejon Smith say they have bigger plans.
Essentially what we're trying to do with Seavers to start a Seaver discount program with local retailers off campus.
Smith presented the College Bounty prepaid Visa card to secure discounts for students on off-campus retail locations. They work separately from student IDs and are a money-saving supply to use for everyday student expenses.
You buy your meal points when you're on campus, but students still spend money off campus on the weekends. Like the 1,500 meal point plan doesn't cover 7 days a week of worth of meals. What we're trying to do is offer discounts for students that they can use this when they're on the weekends, when they're out with their friends in Santa Monica or LA or something like that. And the discounts are not limited to food. It's food, clothing, electronics, and services. Like anything that you could possibly spend money on off campus.
Students can use their privately branded Visa card in local retailers such as the Malibu Country Mart, in stores like Banana Republic, J. Crew, Marmalade, and even Radio Shack.
We've already identified the merchants that we're going to hit and target across the LA County. So there's 99 cities in the whole county. We've targeted discounts in all these different cities.
SGA Senior Class President Elizabeth Yang says a project was just presented last Wednesday, and the board is already looking at options to bring College Bounty to fruition.
Type of resolution that he brought in was a policy resolution, and so it was just recently tabled. And so tabling doesn't necessarily mean that we're saying no. It just means that we need more information. So it has been a definite need from the students. 300 people signed his petition saying that they would like something like this on campus, and so the students really want it. We just need more legwork on behalf of the vendors.
SGA Senator Sergio Gallardo has some concerns about the project.
That sounds like a great idea, and I definitely think students are going to appreciate it. But as of now, as SGA, we don't think that this entity, the one Dijon's working with, is necessarily the correct one.
Smith is confident that his project will go through regardless, and he plans on eventually making it available for international programs as well. The service will become available independently in as early as January next year.
That's it for this semester's G News. If you're interested in joining the G News crew for the spring semester, pick up an application in the newsroom or download it online.
Both on-camera and behind-the-scenes positions are available. Applications are due Friday, November 21st and may be hand-delivered to CCB 147 or emailed to elizabeth.smith@pepperdine.edu.
In the absence of G News, news junkies can get their fix at pepperdine-graphic.com.
Follow us on social media for the latest on news, sports, life and arts, and perspectives.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next semester.